Hey y'all, welcome to Caffeinated Crafting. My name is Daniela, known as Caffeinated Gert all around the interwebs. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Caffeinated Gert. And that's pretty much my social media of choice. Today is Sunday, April the 5th. You should be well into your Neon April knitting if you want to participate. Although you do have the whole month to finish whatever you want to craft. That's the word I'm looking for. I was going to say knit, but that's not accurate. Because you can knit, crochet, spin, weave, or even sew something with a bright neon color. Go over to the Caffeinated Crafting group on Ravelry. Make sure you've joined because you're not eligible for prizes if you don't join. And there's a thread where you can post your finished projects. Post them there. Let me see what you're making. All this happy color will cheer all of us up. And you could win a prize. And I have the prize ready to show off today. Do you want to see what the prizes are? Some good stuff. So, I have a skein of Mountain Colors in the Poppy Trail colorway. It's the Crazy Foot, which is 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon. Kind of neon-y, kind of fall-y. I pulled some Lemonade Shop. This colorway is WTF, question mark, exclamation point. And I feel like it's fitting because, you know, like right now, we're all kind of feeling WTF. Or is it just me? Pretty sure it's not just me. So it's got some bright happy neon in it. Third prize I have going is this super awesome bag by Whimsy Stitches. It is a coffee themed, right? No, it's not a coffee themed. It's French. Well, it has a coffee cup, which is what made me think it was coffee themed. I'm gonna go with coffee, but it's like French stuff. French coffee? French press? French coffee. I don't know. But the bag is from Whimsy Stitches. And you can find him on Etsy. The fabulous Whimsy Stitches. It's got polka dots on top. The cool little French fabric on the bottom. Has a nice little bottom so it'll stand up. And it's super cute. And fourth prize, last prize, I have a skein of hedgehog fibers. This is Boombox on, it just says sock yarn. It's 90% superwash, 10% nylon, and the colorway is Boombox. So make sure you craft something super awesome and neon so you can enter to win one of these super awesome prizes. My neon project is going swimmingly. If it wasn't for Animal Crossing and my distraction that way, I would probably be a whole lot further along. But I am loving what I have knit. And before I show you that, what do you think of the Neon April background? Isn't it cool? It's neon-y and sparkly and rainbowy. I really like it. I've had it for a while. I spotted it and grabbed it with anticipation of April coming soon, and hopefully, you know, sooner than later. And anyway, I love the April background. I still have the stupid cough because things are still blooming. The Bradford pears are finally done. Yay. Now the dogwoods and the redbuds are blooming and all the other stuff. Eventually, my sinuses will be back to normal. So I am knitting a Strangebrew Cardigan. So Strangebrew is a series of recipes, knitting pattern recipes by Tin Can Knits. They did all the work for you. All the numbers are there, all the math is done. You just have to plug in whatever chart you like. It's great. I'm doing a sweater in the round, and then I'm going to steek it, turning it into a cardigan. Right now I'm on the 3rd yoke section and my sweater is looking like this. What do you think of that? It makes me so happy to look at. It really, really does. So what I've been doing for each section, I've been drawing out what I'm going to do. So this was my first section, this was my second section, and now I'm on my 3rd section. I just finished this. Actually, I need to do one more row, I think. Pretty sure. I cut my, I cut my yarn thinking I was done with this section, but I'm totally not. I got one more row. So that's more ends for me to weave in, and that's what I get for not paying attention. I was like, wait, something's not right. I had my husband hold it up so I could take a picture of it last night, and I was like, wait a minute, that bottom blue and green only has 2 rows. The top part has 3 rows. Something's not right. And it's because I didn't knit the 3rd row yet, so I'm gonna have to go back and do that. And if you look at it here, you can obviously see there's 3 rows here, 2 rows here. And so this is what I knit yesterday, that whole little section, while we had all day hangout with my local knitters. We did hangout again from like 9 o'clock yesterday morning until about 5:30-ish. I didn't knit the whole time. I did play some Animal Crossing while I talked to them. So there's that, and here's my chart. So the next section is going to be like this little star motif, which there'll be 2 rows of it, and the stars are going to be kind of offset. And my colors, for that section are going to be these. So the purple will be the background, and the yellow will be the stars. I wanted to use the yellow for stars. And the yellow is really blown out. There you go. That's what it looks like. It's the leftover from my Oh Happy Rays socks that I knit. And the pattern I designed back before Christmas. So these are my next 2 balls of yarn. I'm doing really well with using up my scraps. It's making me happy. That bright green I just used, I have, where did you go? This is what I have left of that bright green that I've used here and here. So there's enough for like a couple of rounds maybe. So I'll probably use it on down in a spot where I just need a couple of rows. For example, like a little filler, like a 1x1 kind of thing, or even what I used up here it was just a little bit, some kind of little something to bring that color down. I'm trying to make sure I use all the colors throughout the body. Or I could save it and put some in the sleeves. I don't know. It'll get used this little bit. Yeah, so that's my sweater. I've been using, and I showed you guys this last week, I've been using this book by Mary Jane Mucklestone, 200 Fair Isle Motifs. And before I started this project, I forgot I had this book actually. I thought I had a book by Alice Starmore, and that's what I was going to pull out. But this is the only one I found on my knitting shelf. And I thought, well, maybe I never got that Alice Starmore book. And this is what I got instead. Maybe I had looked at both of them and this is what I settled on. And then yesterday, I was looking for some crochet books further down on the shelf, and look what I found. 2 Alice Starmore books. I knew I had these. So now I have even more choices for motifs. In these different sizes and all that jazz. So I can totally see if this cardigan works out the way I want it to and fits the way I want it to. There's gonna be another one on the needles right after. Maybe with a little bit more of a subdued theme. Not like I need multiple neon ones, but I love a good cardigan. I wear cardigans and jacket type things all the time. I'm not a huge fan of a pullover because it doesn't get too hot. It doesn't get that cold here in Tennessee. But a cardigan, you know, you can leave it open or it's easy to take on and off if you get hot. That works for me. So I'm super excited how it's going. I need to do a little knitting today. It's like 5 o'clock. I haven't did anything yet. I have been playing Animal Crossing. I'm at the point now where I can terraform my island, so that's what I've been doing today. I'm kind of at a standstill though because I'm moving some islanders around, and until tomorrow when the next one gets moved and it's out of the way, I can't really do a whole lot else. So we'll see. I am going to knit a little bit, and then maybe a little more Animal Crossing. I do want to talk about one more thing. I came across this pattern yesterday. It was shared by Knit Hacker on Instagram. If you don't follow Knit Hacker, you should. She is always posting very interesting patterns, knitting, crochet, both. And they're always unique, like things that you wouldn't normally see. And this is the one she posted yesterday. It's called Mini Cat Square. It's a crochet pattern by Pony McTate. Here are the I'll show you a bigger picture in a minute, but here are the details on Ravelry. It's a paper pattern. It's $3.50. And it's basically you're knitting these cute, adorable kitty cat squares. Not knitting, you're crocheting these cute, adorable kitty cat squares. And the end result is this pillow. And I need it. I will crochet for this. So I texted my local crochet guru last night after I found it, and I said, if I want to make this, will you help me? And she said she would. So I'm super excited, but I can't start this until after I finish this cardigan. So this might be like my May project, or after this cardigan gets off the needles anyway. But all the different cats have different expressions and stuff. It's so cute. It is so cute. So anyway, because I'm going to be making that, I dug out these 2 books. These are, pretty sure these are my only crochet books. So I have the crochet answer book, which is by Eddie Ekman. Edie? E-D-I-E. So it's Edie, not Eddie, right? Ekman. Which has solutions to every problem you'll ever face and answers to every questions you'll ever ask in it. It's actually very helpful. It talks about yarn weights, a lot of good questions. What to do if you have a knot with your yarn, all the basic stitches, which is really what I need it for, because I don't know what anything is called, but it has a whole lot of information in it. And then this one is is a stitch dictionary, which is crochet and knitting stitches, and it's it has like half crochet, half knitting, and it basically just has, I forgot I had this too. different stitches than you can make. So this will be handy for my ancient runes for my Ilvermorny class, because maybe I'll just practice some of these crochet stitches for those stitches I still need to make. I need to make a total of 24 stitches. I have 6 done. I need 18 more. And I've really kind of put that project on the back burner because I just don't wanna. Because I have a big case of I don't wanna. But this might be good incentive because then I can practice the crochet stitches. And I wonder if my little kitty cats are big enough, if I could count. Well, they're all supposed to be different. And maybe I can count one of those. It has to be at least 6 by 6. Probably not. They're not going to be that big. Oh, never mind. I'm sleepy. Never mind for the kitty cats. But that is probably a good way for me to practice crochet stitches. Alright, I have my new pom-pom makers. I have not made pom-poms for my hats though. I feel like it's terrible, but there's no urgency because I have no idea when that fundraiser will happen at this point. Yeah. I went to the grocery store this morning. It was a smart move on my part to go on a Sunday morning right as they opened, because I got there about 7:45 and there were already people lined up to go inside. They are finally limiting the amount of people that can go in at once. And people are finally starting to practice distancing. And the line was like every 6 feet or so was a person. Finally. Let me tell you, these people around here are nuts. They have just been going out and having a great old time. I'm looking at week 4 of staying put. Excuse me. And I got groceries this morning with the intention of not going back out for 2 weeks. Which means, it occurred to me yesterday, which means that I had to make sure, well, you know, not that I like have to have it, but anyway, I bought supplies to bake my birthday cake this morning, because that means I won't be going out and about until after my birthday if I'm gonna wait 2 weeks. All right, so I think that's everything I have for today. Enjoy the neon background. Enjoy making something happy, and make sure you post it in the group so you can get a nice little prize, possibly. I'm just going to do random number generator type thing, depending on how many. I mean, you know, surely to God, I'll have more than 4 people that finish a project. I'm going to be sad if there's not more than 4 people. Knit some happy stuff. Crochet some happy stuff. It doesn't have to be big. You can weave it, spin it, crochet it, sew it. You could sew some happy stuff. Whatever you want to do to make you happy. Yeah, I think that's it. And I will catch you guys next week. Maybe Sunday again. Sunday seems to be working better right now, just because I don't really get a whole lot of knitting done until Saturday. So come Friday, there's nothing to show you. So sometime next weekend. I'll see you. Bye.